Yes. So, first of all, thank you so much, Dr. Anisha, for joining and giving your precious time. I know residency is tough, and during residency, आपने इतना time दिया. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for inviting me to your amazing platform. I think you've done a very splendid job of starting this virtual library. I think this was the need of the hour.
Yeah, मुझे भी ऐसा ही लगता है. Thank you so much. Okay, so from where should we start? Like from the beginning of after internship, like what happened after internship? Then you cleared INIC, then you went to again NEET PG, and what is the whole journey is about? It started from NEET PG, like after
Okay.
internship.
I'll go on with my journey. First of all, hello everyone. I hope you're doing good. So basically, I have done my MBBS from GMC at Chandigarh. I am a 2017 batch graduate. Initially, I had no idea of giving my NEET PG, or basically, I had no idea of sitting for the Indian exams. I was preparing initially for PLAB, but then I gave my PLAB 1 in internship. I also booked my PLAB 2. I also booked my tickets for PLAB 2. Everything was sorted, but just before I had to leave, because of certain family issues, I did not go to PLAB. And basically, my internship got consumed in this PLAB journey only. So my internship ended in July in 2023. And then when I decided to sit for NEET, I had just basically 4 months for sitting for the upcoming INICT, which was in November, and in which I got a rank of 109. So that was my first attempt. That before that, I had just sat for the NEET PG in my internship attempt, and I had gotten a rank of 7200 um, through my PLAB preparation only. I was a decent student while I was in my MBBS. I used to study for my profs, get my books marked, the basic stuff. Get my books marked and then study just the marked material. I used to also study from Marrow from just for my prof exams. But then through that and PLAB preparation, I got a rank of 7200. I was not getting my desired branch in on that rank, so I left that. And in November INICT, I prepared fully, dedicatedly for INICT, and I got a rank of 109 in 4 months of preparation. But then after that, I actually wanted my first preference was radiology. I did not get it. My 2-3 ranks I missed. I think it closed in on 106. So I had to unfortunately drop that seat, start again, sit for INI in 2024, May INI. I prepared for another 6 months, but unfortunately, my rank got increased to 10x. I got a rank of 1000. We'll talk more about that, why it happened. But then after 2 to 3 months, I prepared again for NEET PG, and then I got a rank of 352, and which was satisfactory for me because I got my desired branch in that.
Yes. So काफी लंबी जर्नी रही मतलब.
Yes, sir. It was, I think, eventually it ended to be a very fruitful one. But, sir, it was quite a long journey. I was tired by the end of it.
सर यू स्टार्ट आई थिंक 2 या 3 बार आपको रिस्टार्ट करना पड़ा ना बीच बीच में चीजें कि चलो इस बार नहीं हुआ. मैं NEET PG वाला इंटर्नशिप के बाद तो चलो उतना अच्छा था भी नहीं वैसे भी, मतलब प्रिपरेशन वाला जो आपका फेज था भाई आपने स्टार्ट करा वापस. 7000 भी आई थिंक हम में से बहुत सारों के लिए बहुत अच्छी रैंक है जिससे हमको बहुत कुछ मिल सकता है. तो वापस उसे रिस्टार्ट करना, फिर INI से वापस रिस्टार्ट करना, वो कितना मुश्किल है. व्हाट यू डिड, लाइक क्या चेंजेस करे, व्हाट यू मेड एनी चेंजेस इन प्रिपरेशन फेज और एनीथिंग लाइक इन मेथड.
Okay, sir. First of all, I want to tell each one of you that there may be people in this group who have gotten a fairly decent rank in previous NEET or AIMS, and they had to unfortunately drop that rank because they were not getting their preferred branch or preferred college. I have to tell you guys that I can totally understand what you're going through. I was actually going through the same stuff, and it is really, really difficult to pick yourself up from that and not have that regret each and every day. I mean, you always have that regret. I can understand when you wake up in the morning, you have that regret ki yaar, kyun chhodi? I could have just taken that and followed that. Why to do that? But I'm just telling you that you know what you can do each day when you're starting off your day. Just plan that day and try to live up to it. Try to live up to 80% of what you've thought. Plan that day and execute it, and just do it one day at a time. Do it recursively for the next 4 or 5 months. And I think अगर आप एक एक दिन dissect करके चलो, कि okay, I'll just live this day to the best I can, and then you just follow the process. कि next 4-5 months के लिए I'll not look here and there. I will put undivided attention to this particular thing and not think about the outcome. I feel कि eventually at the end of the road it always turns out to be pretty well. मतलब you have to have that belief कि यार इस बार हो जाएगा. This is I think very dreamy, but what I can tell you with my personal experience is that I was not at all hopeful कि यार मेरे को सीट मिलेगी. Plus when I got 109 and then I got 1160, मेरे को ये believe हो गया था कि this is just a hoax. ऐसे नहीं होता. It really depends on the exam day. It is destiny, fate. But I'm going to tell you, you just keep on going. At the end of the journey, you definitely get what you actually require, what you demand, what you wish for. So बस एक तरीके से have that blind faith in the destiny kind of thing and follow each day कि ये मेरे को अपना best देना है इस दिन, and then I feel at the end of the road you get what you demand.
Okay. So after internship, when you go to your rank 7, approx 7,000. So after that, how you started your preparation again? What source you used or what changes you made in preparation? Anything? Or what was your source, major source in all attempts?
Okay, so basically I had Marrow in my profs. तो profs में तो sir I got my books marked and I used to study those topics from Marrow. Dedicated मैं तब profs के लिए ही पढ़ रही थी, but I used to follow कि मेरे को अच्छे से ही करना है Marrow. Whatever topic I'm reading from Marrow, I used to read it in such a way that it used to stick कि अच्छे से करूँगी. Then when I started with my NEET PG journey, initially I started off with my PYQs. What I did, I used a retrospective approach. I started with my PYQs and then I followed the pattern ki okay, these topics are important, these topics are recursively getting asked in the exam. I basically what I did, I got a fair idea ki ye in cheezon pe focus karna hai. Then I started with my rapid revision. I had just done the main videos in my profs and specifically for those topics which are marked for my prof exams. So I started with the RR of Marrow. I did completely. I did it in 1.5 months. I feel it looks a little far-fetched, but if you study around 10 to 11 hours a day, it is quite possible to complete the whole RR in 1.5 months. I got a better idea of it. Then I bought BTR. I followed MAM cycle for next 2 to 3 months. Starting from mid of August till mid of October, I followed Zenham MAM cycle completely. Whatever she told me to do, whatever she told us to do, I followed that. I watched all the compiled videos. I gave all the BTR TNDs. I also went to attend the Delhi BTR, offline BTR. I completed my PYQs basically till 2017. Marrow में 2017 तक दिए हैं, तो I mastered that, and I gave around 7 to 8 GTs. So this was my whole crux of preparation, and in this whole thing, I got a rank of 109 in November.
Okay, so like BTR and like now majority people are doing the BTR and rapid revision. How to mix both of them? Like how to use simultaneously? But it's very tough to mix both.
BTR and RR. Okay, so first of all, I would suggest everyone to have a base knowledge by doing the RR. Do your RR. There are certain subjects where you don't even need to touch RR. I would say the 5 minor subjects of final year, that is psych, anesthesia, derma, radio and ortho. For these 5 subjects, you do not need to touch RR at all. क्योंकि videos इतनी ज़्यादा and questions भी नहीं आते. I feel anesthesia की there are 7 to 8 videos and questions ही 3-4 आते हैं. So that is like wasting your time. You can just do BTR for these subjects. From first year, I would say first year till final year, जो बाकी subjects हैं except for forensic. Forensic also is mostly covered in BTR. BTR, you can just do BTR for that. Other than that, start off with the RR. Build a base knowledge for your each subject. Once you are done with your RR, in your first cycle, do extensively RR. Up 7 to 8 days लगाओ for big subjects. Give 3 to 4 days for the medium subjects and 1 to 2 days for the short subjects. Give extensively do your RR in the first cycle. In your subsequent cycle, when you already know the subject a little bit, add BTR onto it. Now when you watch BTR, I would say it will be a cakewalk for you because you've already done the major bit of it. अब आपको पता है कि यार what the whole concept is. Now BTR will just polish the actually important stuff which you need to know. But why I would suggest you to not skip RR is because what if the exam comes very bizarre? If you have seen the trend, this year's NEET was actually out of the blue. People were really flabbergasted by what the questions were because they were not straightly from BTR. They were basically conceptual questions. So with the recent trends changing a lot, I would suggest you do RR, build basic knowledge. Ki by chance exam comes really difficult and it is out of BTR. Then you can manage better than other people. And now With the recent trends, I feel everyone is doing BTR, so I would suggest have an edge. Have an edge. RR gives you that edge. Do RR, build the background, highlight stuff which you need to study in your second cycle. You cannot do the RR entirely in your second cycle. Prepare for the subsequent cycle when you're doing this current cycle. Highlight it. Second cycle mein do your BTR. Now you have a better idea. BTR में whatever topics which you feel are not covered in RR, if they are very less, let's say when you do I and ENT, you will feel that 3-4 things are there which are extra from RR. Add it onto your BTR. But if the subject is really bulky, if you follow OBGYN and surgery, there will be so many topics which are new in BTR. You can't add everything onto RR. Now what you have to do is you highlight the stuff which you need to do from BTR which is apart from your RR. You make 2 separate bundles. It's okay to make 2 separate bundles. I feel if you try to club it in, first, you waste your time. Secondly, it becomes very clumsy. I've seen people carrying this big BTR books and they don't even feel like starting because वो इतनी bulky हो जाती है. So I personally would suggest.
Sorry to interrupt. ऐसा फील हो रहा है कि it's going in 1.5 थोड़ा सा स्लो चलेगा.
Okay, I'm so sorry for it. I'll speak a little slow. Yeah. So what you can do is, first, you've highlighted RR, highlighted the BTR. Now you have, for the big subjects, you have 2 resources. It is okay to have the 2 resources till the end. I can promise you that if you have read it well enough, if you have read OBGYN and surgery well enough, आपके दोनों resources in last 15 days cover हो जाएंगे. Just make sure that you highlight stuff which you think is volatile for you. Right? What I feel the issue with most of the people is कि medicine कैसे खत्म करनी है last 15 days में when you have 2 bulky things. Firstly, make a proper background in your mind. कि ठीक है, I personally watched Deepak Marwa's RR notes and they were amazing. I made a background in my head कि this is what medicine is about. Then I started with my BTR integrated system. Guys, I would suggest you that for medicine, practice a lot of MCQs, but integrated medicine from BTR is more than enough. That is all the amount of knowledge that you need to know. Add here and there थोड़े से PYQs की knowledge. You can add GTs के थोड़े extra points which you feel are very important. This is the whole gist of it. Last 15 days में you can just resort to BTR for medicine. Highlight stuff which you need to do क्योंकि integrated भी बहुत ज़्यादा है. You'll have to cover medicine in last maximum 2 days before your INI. So prepare it like that. For small subjects, add it onto your BTR notes. For big subjects, have 2 sets which is highlighted. I can assure you, if you have read it twice or thrice, you will be able to cover the highlighted stuff in the last 15 days.
Okay. And आपने जैसे BTR को अच्छे से फॉलो किया है तो like now we have approx for NEET PG around 3 to 4 month approx. Majority is about to complete their first revision. अब जो रिवीजन सबकमिटी जो आने वाले रिवीजन उसमें कैसे उनके जो TND साइकिल्स हैं या पुराने TNDs भी हैं, मतलब जो फॉर एग्जांपल रिवीजन प्लान कर, अगर मैं मेरी बात करूं फॉर एग्जांपल रिपीट करा है मैंने पिछले वाले में, अब मुझे BTR भी मैंने किया हुआ है साथ में, साथ को प्लान कर रहा हूं, तो क्या क्या उसमें प्लान करना चाहिए, हाउ टू प्लान, लाइक TND करना चाहिए तो फॉर एग्जांपल आई एम प्लानिंग अ सब्जेक्ट फॉर 2 days, तो व्हाट हाउ शुड आई गो अबाउट दैट कि क्या क्या उसमें करना चाहिए?
Okay, sir, first of all, I would say, before your INICET, how your preparation should look like. If you're starting off right now with your last cycle should take at least 2 months because March and April May you have to complete your syllabus. Then before your May INICET, which is going to be held on 18th, I think, you will just have 15-16 days. The entire month of May will be consumed in your last 15 days. You have to give that much amount of time. Do not push your preparation till 10th of May because then there is a aspect of anxiety that kicks in, so you have to take that into consideration. Now coming on to these 2 months, how to plan these 2 months? First of all, make a bigger timeline. Paste a timetable on your wall, whatever you want. आपको मन में पता होना चाहिए कि from this day to this day I will be completing my surgery, my OBGYN, my anatomy, my pharma, and so on and so forth. So that you have that control over the situation कि मेरा 30th April को syllabus खत्म हो जाएगा. Issue तब आता है when you're studying and then you get panicky कि यार मेरा syllabus खत्म होगा 30th को. You should be clear of that anxiety first of all. When you're studying, your mind should be devoted in that studying. तो आपको वो नहीं होना चाहिए. Make a broader timeline कि 3 days. I will tell you, you have to give in 3 days, 4 days maximum for the big subjects. Surgery, OBGYN जितने लंबे subjects give 4 days. For medium subjects, जैसे micro, anat. Anat is also a big subject. Give 4 days for anat. Micro. Then we have forensic, IENT. Give 2 to 3 days. Like इसमें आपका 30th April तक पूरा होना चाहिए. Now, एक रात पहले before you're starting of that subject, let's say you're starting surgery tomorrow. Before starting off that surgery subject, micromanage that subject. You should know one day before the exam. I used to write it on a piece of paper that these are the things which I'm going to do. Now, what to do? Firstly, any note that you have prepared for yourself, that is priority number one, because that you have made. This is the best resource ever. Trust me, guys. No, nobody's notes are better than your own notes. You know your own deficiencies. Okay, so first of all, write it down कि मेरे को अपने notes करने हैं. Secondly, if you feel there is rapid revision I need to do, write it down. BTR I have to do. PYQs bookmarked. I am pretty sure that most of you might have just gone through your PYQs once so far. So there will be bookmarked PYQs which are left. Just do those. Bookmarked PYQs I have to do. Thirdly, if you have to give GTs in the middle of it, कि चलो after 10 days I have one GT to give. Plan it like that. Have one GT day. Now, 4 days आपने सर्जरी पूरी करनी है, मैम के साइकिल्स भी चल रहे हैं साथ में. You have to complete your theory in the initial part of the day because you are most fresh. Then, let's say your BTR END is coming up. You're preparing your theory from BTR and RR, whatever you're doing. Ma'am has specifically told you to go and watch her previous ENDs. I feel they are really beneficial. When I was preparing, I used to watch the BTR ENDs, but now what mostly people face the issue. I've seen people face this issue that there are so many ENDs, how to complete them. I would say, first of all, triage things. Ma'am has multiple times told in her videos what all BTR ENDs are important specifically for INI and specifically for NEET. First of all, complete those. Right, I think as far as I remember, BTR END 2.0 is specifically for NEET. That has maximum amount of the PYQs. First of all, cover which is most important. Then, if you have time, cover the rest of the ENDs, because as you can see, 6-7 ENDs, it is really difficult to cover. So triage things. In the initial part of the day, you're covering your theory. In the second half of the day, you're covering your PYQs and then ma'am's ENDs. Then after 3-4 days, whenever ma'am has scheduled the END, just get the END. This is how your day should look like, how your preparation should look like, and please plan separate GT days. If you want to follow ma'am's GT days, that is also amazing. But if you feel कि नहीं मुझे ज़्यादा time चाहिए या कम time चाहिए, prepare your GT days. Give that entire day to GT. In the next 2 months, if I were in your shoes, I would have given 2 GTs each month, so total 4 GTs. I would not recommend giving you GTs in the last 15 days. It will just bring in anxiety, and you have to use that limited amount of time in just preparing, in just reading through the stuff. You have to keep the most part of the day in reading, going through stuff. So last 15 days में आपने कोई GTs नहीं देने. That is my recommendation. तो आपका 2 months का प्लान ऐसा लगना चाहिए. बिफोर मे आना है, इन द लास्ट 15 days, वो भी आपको ऐसे ही प्लान करना है. मैक्सिमम 1 day फॉर द बिग सब्जेक्ट्स, हाफ अ डे फॉर द स्मॉल सब्जेक्ट्स. सिर्फ एक मेडिसिन ऐसा सब्जेक्ट है जिसमें यू कैन गिव 2 days. प्लान इट लाइक दैट. कीप योर PYQs bookmarked for the last 15 days as well. When you're going through PYQs in this cycle, just start to unbookmark them. Because what will happen if you keep on bookmarking them, towards the end, there will be around 8,000 PYQs which are marked. PYQs will be total questions which are marked. You will skip altogether. I promise you will not even feel like visiting them. तो आप अपने bookmark PYQs या questions को limit करो, कम रखो, ताकि in the last 15 days you definitely go through them. And I can tell you guys, there are certain PYQs which are very bizarre, which are bakwas, stupid questions, but they have the tendency to get repeated. So just make sure that you go through those bakwas PYQs. Especially in I9, you know what I'm talking about. So keep those specific number of PYQs bookmarked for the last 15 days.
Okay. So mainly जो repeat किया था, that repeat plus BTR plus END and GTs.
Yeah.
Like regarding GTs, like when you started your GTs during your internship, when you go to 7,000 rank, so तब से लेके GT में बाद वाले GTs में क्या changes था? Score का कितना difference आया? कैसे आपने score बढ़ाया करा? बाकी चीज़ analysis.
Okay. First of all, sir, मैंने जब अपनी when I started my GT journey, I got a rank of, in my first GT, I got a rank of 1100. Now I would say कि people say that it is a fairly decent rank only.
During
But
internship.
Sorry.
Before internship.
Yeah, I mean, like I gave my first GT after my internship attempt when I started my lab journey.
Okay.
Right. So first GT I gave, I got a rank of 1100 in that. Now see, that was because of my lab preparation, that was pivotal in that. Plus I think I was a fairly decent student in my proc exams. That's why I got a good rank, 1100. Wherever you are, guys, first of all, I have to tell you, I've watched so many interviews of the toppers when I was preparing. So I can tell you, first of all, people who have gotten a top 10, 20, 50 rank, They have started off as rookie only. They got a rank of 15,000, 20,000, 25,000. It really does not matter how much you score in your first GT. What matters is how to improve your GT. In my first, I got 1100, then 500, then it was keep on decreasing, and then I got a rank of like in my last 4 5 GTs, I was getting a rank of top 15 Maro. Now, why? First of all, there is, yeah, definitely there is one thing. People who are preparing for Maro, they get a better rank because you know what the trend of questions are. Some questions are getting repeated also. So don't get in that FOMO ki, yeah, my peer is studying from Maro, he might get a good or a bad rank. It really does not matter, guys. In the exam, none of the questions are getting asked from either Maro or Prep Ladder or Cerebellum. You have to have a holistic knowledge. Don't bother कि ये questions Maro से मेरे को करने ही करने. It's okay. You just need to get a better idea of it. Now, coming on to the point number 2, how to improve your GT score. GT score stuck is the major issue for people. Whenever you giving your GT, how you should give your GT is like how you will give your real exam. Sit in a isolated room. There should be no distraction, no breaks, nothing. Do not eat anything. Do not talk to people. Do not use your phone. You have to give your GT like you're giving your exam. Let the negative thoughts come to your mind. Ki, what if I will drop this? What if I get this question wrong? What if I waste my year? Let those negative thoughts come in your mind, because no matter how hard you try, they will come in the exam also. But you should be prepared to dodge them, to fight them off. So आप GT में आने दो negative thoughts को and try to suppress that feeling. Train your mind like that. This is the key strategy. I've seen people preparing very good and then get panicky on the final day, finale. Don't do that. Practice for that thing. Now, you've spent your 3.5 hours for the GT. Take 1 hour ka break. It's okay. Just enjoy. And then start off with your review. Review is where the magic happens. First of all, visit your wrong questions. You have to spend the maximum amount of time on your wrong questions. Make a detailed analysis of why you got the question wrong. I used to divide my slots like this. This like number of questions which I got wrong because of recall basis. Secondly, number of questions which are new topics. Then thirdly, silly mistakes. Reduce your silly mistakes. That is where improvement will happen. Why silly mistakes are happening, guys, is because you're not attentive. You're not having that dead focus attention in those 3.5 hours. So how to reduce your silly mistakes is, first of all, have one set of 3.5 hours ka slot every day. That is how you train your mind to have that undivided attention in the exam hall. First set of studying every day should be 3.5 hours. If it is not like that, start from 2 hours, increase 10 minutes, reach till at least 3 hours, because INICT is like that. Silly mistakes should gradually improve, and that is under your control. Your responsibility is to decrease the silly mistake. It is your duty to not get those questions wrong. Secondly, new topics. Just take it as a learning point. Ki, okay, I did not know it. Now what to add in your notes? First of all, just check ki how many people have gotten it right. Maro has a tendency to throw very bizarre, very random, bakwas questions on your face. Just check if 10 to 20% have gotten those questions right. It's okay. Not most of your peer knows, and it's not an important topic. You can let it go. If 30 to 40% are getting it right, it means your peers know it. So it is your responsibility to add it into your notes. Add it into your notes. Chote you can make boxes. I used to make boxes if there is a new topic. 5 key points of that topic, you can add it into your notes and just take it as a new learning point. Secondly, recall error. Now, recall error gradually improves. But what you need to do is, in that very moment, go to your notes, revisit that topic. Again and again, if you keep on revisiting, it really does get polished. Like I remember I used to watch the milestones and I used to think to myself कि ये तो कभी याद नहीं होगा, कि I will never remember it. Just keep on reading it again and again and again. You might feel कि कुछ याद नहीं हो रहा, but it is really getting into your system. It really helps in exam. So this is how your GT review should look like. Go through the wrong ones first, make a detailed analysis. Then, secondly, go on to the right ones. Just skim through those. Ki, okay, be proud of yourself कि I got that right. But then just see कि कोई तुक्के से तो नहीं गलत सही हुआ, कि maybe it was just a hunch. So you have to recognize those questions also. Thirdly, there will be questions that you leave. Be very wise in choosing what is worthy of your attention. Don't add bizarre numbers, percentages, scientists. These are useless topics. Now the pattern has changed tremendously. It is not worth your day. Whatever ratta wala topic Zena ma'am has taught you, just remember that. Whatever drugs, new drugs, or whatever percentages Zena ma'am has taught you, those are important because your peers know it. Only that is why it is important. Other than that, you can just let it go, guys. It's not worth your hassle. So this is your GT review. keep on giving GTs every 14 days or maximum till 10 days. Give 4 to 5 GTs. I can promise you, like if you try to have this approach, ki, why am I getting this question wrong? What is my pattern? Am I scoring less because of my silly mistakes or because of my recall error? You will focus more on that. If there are new topics, it means you need to increase your horizon. Maybe touch your RR for that particular subject. Maybe BTR is not enough for that. So this is how you analyze your problems and then rectify it.
Okay. Can you please break down your GT day, like after giving the GT, how you analysis, like how you, मतलब जैसे for example किसी सब्जेक्ट से क्वेश्चन गलत हुआ तो या आपने क्वेश्चन मार्क कर रहे हो, कुछ रिव्यू कर रहे हो, तो you are opening notes and adding them or something like that?
Okay. So first of all, let's say I have gotten a question wrong, which I already knew. Let's say I've gotten a question wrong from cystic fibrosis. I go to my Zenna ma'am's notes, open that cystic fibrosis ka topic and see whether it was in my notes. First, if it is in my notes, that means it is a recall error. I have forgotten it. I've taken it out of my mind. I revisit that topic. Actively recall it. Keep your hand on it. Actively recall it. That next time I will not get it wrong. And trust me, if you do that, once you get the question wrong and then you practice it like that, second time, 99% of the times you will not get that question wrong. It will be okay. Now, coming on to the same topic, if that topic is not in my notes, I will see, is this a very bizarre topic? Is this a new topic? Is this a rote learning stuff? Then I will analyze. Okay, I might write it down if I feel it is worthy of it. Otherwise, I might just skip it. Okay, ये तो कोई percentage पूछ लिया. How many of cystic fibrosis patient suffer from pancreatitis? It is really not that important. So be wise enough in judging what is worthy of your attention and add it into your notes. And active recall, guys. Active recall is really the key. Whatever topic you're doing, keep your hand on that topic and try to list 5 major points of that thing. Try to list as if you were giving a viva. Ki iske 5 points which are clincher for that topic. Then you know it really does get into the system because that is only important, right? Then coming on to the topics which are new. Okay, I saw a question, not new, which was a different line of thought. It happens in medicine questions. You are not able to judge ki pooch kya rahe the yaar. What was the new topic? What are they even asking? Now, this, what I used to do was, I used to again go through the question, read all the options, why I marked what I marked. What was I thinking in the exam? Let's say it was a very close DD of that topic. You have to be very wise in making that distinction. In the exam, guys, the examiners trap you like that. They definitely keep another DD. And you know what, I've seen people say this enough. Ki yaar, oh, I thought this was it and then I marked this. Why did I do that? Do not commit this error. This is actually a silly mistake. People say ki close call. No, this is actually a silly mistake. The examiner knows that you will get trapped with that, and he trapped you like that. So you have to make a very clear distinction in your mind ki isme ye hai, isme ye hai. This is the clincher. There is always a clincher in the exam, guys. It is a UG exam it is a NEET PG exam. So they will not give you very bizarre topics. There will always be that one word which will direct you towards the answer. Find that word. It is your responsibility to find that word. More the number of questions you practice, more you will analyze कि ये word मुझे क्या ढूंढना है. हर एग्जाम में, हर क्वेश्चन में ये वर्ड होता है. Just try to find, look out for that word and make sure that you now know कि जो आपने आंसर मार्क किया था वो आंसर कब मार्क करना है, right? This is how your approach for medicine questions will look like. Then so basically recall I have discussed, new topic I have discussed. So this is it, sir.
Okay. One last question I have, then we'll go with questions. Like, how was your entire day? How you plan your entire day, like timing wise or something? Like, how was your day before 2 to 3 months of exam?
Okay, so sir, what I used to do, similarly what I told you, each night before starting of the next day, I used to make my schedule down to every hour. Why I'm telling you this is, guys, whenever you're studying, most of the anxiety kicks in when you don't know how your day will look like. तुम्हें ये डर लगता है कि whether or not I will be able to complete that particular subject. So get that thing out of your way. Plan it. I used to plan कि 9 to 11 or 30 or 12:30. My first slot was 3.5 hours long. I will study and I used to try to follow that. राइट तो हर आवर का मेरा शेड्यूल होता था, ब्रेक का शेड्यूल होता था 11:30 to 12:30. आई विल वॉच दिस नो मैटर व्हाटएवर इज लेफ्ट. आई विल वॉच माय टेलीविजन और व्हाटएवर आई वांट टू डू. हैव दैट पर्टिकुलर ब्रेक्स. How many hours to pull off? I would say the north of 10 hours. This is the need of the hour. 10 to 11 hours you have to push in, which will split like एक session you are doing of 3.5 hours. Then you can do two and a half hours की sessions. That will be 8.5 hours. Then you can last do maybe 1.5 hour or 2 hours का session. Now, I would suggest you keep one big break also. I used to keep that as 5 to 7. I used to go to the gym because I loved going to the gym. Have that one recreation for yourself. Otherwise, it will get very boring, it will get tiring, and you will be depressed. I've seen people just study and you have to have a substantial plan which is sustainable for the next 2 months. Keep those breaks in your schedule, guys. Keep those 2 hours ka breaks where you're maybe talking to a friend or family. So this is plan your each day कि मेरे को 9 से 10:30 तक I have to do this, then 10:30 to 11:30 I have to do this. Plan your day and have buffer days in the middle, because no matter how hard you try, there will be things which will be left. You are a human being. Everyone falters in that. There were things which got left out. I used to write it down on a piece of paper. Do not push your schedule. Then वो पूरा का पूरा push हो जाता है. Subject push हो जाता है. Write it down on a piece of paper. Have one buffer day after every 10 days. On that buffer day, complete everything. ये you have to put in this buffer day, otherwise everything will be haywire.
Okay, ठीक है. So guys, you can unmute yourself and you can ask your queries. Also, if you are not comfortable, you can put it in the chat box. There are many people have put it. You can unmute yourself and you can ask, guys.
Ma'am.
Hello.
Hello, ma'am. Ma'am, space revision कैसे मैम स्पेस रिवीजन कैसे करें? मतलब पीछे का टॉपिक किस वे में रिवाइज करें, सिस्टम मॉड्यूल के थ्रू या फिर कैसे करें? मतलब जो टॉपिक हो गया, जैसे मैं नेक्स्ट सब्जेक्ट पे चले गई हूँ, पीछे इतने सारे सब्जेक्ट हो गए, तो स्पेस रिवीजन कैसे करें मैम? वो कस्टम मॉड्यूल के थ्रू करें या फिर कैसे करें मैम, क्योंकि वो भी लेके चलना है साथ में.
Okay. So what you can do is, first of all, let's say आपने फार्मा की and you feel कि फार्माकोलॉजी भूल गई. एक तो आप क्या करो कि आप अपना जस्ट जो अभी सब्जेक्ट किया है उसको मत रिजॉर्ट करो. ये सिर्फ फीलिंग होती है कि भूला हुआ है, वो नहीं भूला होता. जो 2 सब्जेक्ट्स पहले किया था, लेट्स से आपने फार्मा के बाद पैथ माइक्रो कर ली और अब आप एनाटॉमी कर रहे हो, तो व्हाट यू कैन डू इज प्लान योर एंटायर डे कि 9 घंटे मेरी एनाटॉमी है, उसके बाद कीप दैट 1 hour का स्लॉट. Now you just brush up that previous subject. Wherever you're feeling कि ये under confident हूँ मैं subject के लिए, brush up that subject. But don't ऐसे मत करो कि आपने जैसे first revision की थी वैसे ही करना है. फटाफट you just skim through the pages कि अच्छा ये important था, I remember, so that you convince your mind that you know that topic. You actually know that stuff. आपका बस mind आपको trick करता है into believing कि मेरे को नहीं आता. So calm your mind by just skimming through the stuff. आपने basically क्या करना है, जब आपकी anatomy चल रही है, रात को 1-1 घंटा आपने फार्मा कर ली, और आपने फार्मा बेसिकली जो आपने उस टाइम 5 days में की थी, अब आप 5 घंटे में कर रहे हो रात को, एक घंटा एवरी डे. सो दिस इज हाउ यू कैन डू इट.
ओके मैम, थैंक यू.
So someone was asking, I am a DEMS regular student, and since I already have DBT included with it, should I stick to it because I get FOMO BTR a lot?
Okay, so BTR अब आजकल has become a thing of FOMO only. So guys, what you can do, first of all, if you feel that your content suffices, whenever you're giving your GT, you will understand कि मेरा content sufficient है. You don't need to jump to BTR. Most of the content is covered, but ये थोड़ी सी तो मैम is teaching splendidly, I would say. But आजकल काफी लोग BTR सिर्फ इसलिए ले रहे हैं क्योंकि people are doing it. If you feel your content is sufficient and it is showing in GTs, there is progress that you're making, it is okay to leave BTR. At the end of the day, you cannot complete everything. People who are doing BTR might feel FOMO from you because you are doing DBT. So no matter वो जो एक कोट कहते हैं ना कि जितना मर्जी ट्राई कर लो कुछ ना कुछ तो रह जाएगा, that is actually true. कि you no matter how hard you try, वो रह जाएगा. What your aim should be कि मेरे को अपने माइंड को क्लियर रखना है. Write it on a piece of paper कि this I will do. If you feel मेरी biochemistry weak है, I need to do it from BTR, do it from BTR. Don't let others affect you. Just analyze कि मेरा ये चीज paucity है DBT में नहीं अच्छा. Add it from BTR. Don't get into FOMO. I can actually tell you DAMS is a good platform. If you're doing DBT, if you've made your notes from DAMS, it really suffices. You don't need to touch BTR.
Okay.
मैम एक बार जैसे वो बता दीजिए, जैसे हम डिवाइड करा के हमने कि आज ये सब्जेक्ट करना है, तो उसकी थ्योरी और क्वेश्चंस को एक डे में कैसे हम कंप्लीट करना ये ट्राई करें, किस तरह से उसको प्लान आउट करें। जैसे मेरे को कल से सर्जरी स्टार्ट करनी है, तो आपने बोला कि
Okay.
सब टॉपिक्स डिवाइड कर लो कि 4 दिन में ही कवर करने हैं। तो
हम्म।
उसको मैं पूरे दिन में क्वेश्चंस कैसे उसके साथ मिक्स करने हैं, क्यू बैंक से करने हैं, कस्टम उसी उसी सब्जेक्ट के बनाने हैं, मिक्स के बनाने हैं, कैसे करना है वो बता दीजिए एक बार।
ओके, सो अब इसके दो अप्रोचेज हैं। अब मैं आपको स्पेसिफिकली सर्जरी का बताती हूँ। इफ आई वर इन योर शूज, मैंने सर्जरी की थी आरआर नोट्स ऑफ मैरो से। मुझे लगता है मोस्टली लोग वहां से करते हैं या अमृतसर से करते हैं, दैट इज व्हाट आई हैव सीन, या पीटीआर से करते हैं। तो मैं क्या करती थी, आई यूज्ड टू डिवाइड इट कि डे 1 पे करूंगी लेट्स से यूरोलॉजी प्लस एंडोक्राइनोलॉजी, डे 2 पे करूंगी सिर्फ ब्रेस्ट, डे 3 पे करूंगी जीआई और डे 4 पे करूंगी ट्रॉमा। जितना मुझे याद है, आई थिंक इट कवर्स ऑलमोस्ट एवरीथिंग। स्प्लिट इट लाइक दैट। आपने आपने अपना स्प्लिट कर लिया। रात को आपने लेट से 5 to 6 आवर्स लगाए थ्योरी पे, एंड आपने 4 दिनों में सर्जरी का आरआर खत्म कर लिया। 6 आवर्स दिन के लगाए। अब रात को लेट से आपके पास 3.5 आवर्स रह गए। नाउ what I used to do was I used to make custom module for that particular subject. All tags लेती थी मैं, एंड देन फॉर दैट पर्टिकुलर कि आज की है यूरोलॉजी प्लस एंडो, यूरो प्लस एंडो को भी आप स्प्लिट कर सकते हो मैरो में, उसको टिक कर लो और ऑल टैग्स टिक कर लो। व्हाई आई एम टेलिंग यू दिस इज क्योंकि यू नीड टू बी प्रिपेयर्ड फॉर ऑल ग्राउंड्स। एक स्लॉट आपने कस्टम मॉड्यूल का 50 क्वेश्चंस का लगाया 45 मिनट्स में, आईएनआईसीटी पैटर्न, यूरो और एंडो। अच्छे से रिव्यू करो। मुझे लगता है इस सारे प्रोसेस को 2 आवर्स लगने चाहिए। 45 मिनट्स में आपने वो दिया और 1 आवर 15 मिनट्स में आपने रिव्यू कर लिया। तो आपने बेसिकली 50 क्वेश्चन सिर्फ आइसोलेटेड यूरो और एंडो के किए, विच इज एक्चुअली वेरी गुड गाइस। देन आपके पास रह गया 1 से 1.5 घंटा। नाउ believing that this is your final cycle and you might have just gone through your PYQs, तो मैं 1.5 hours में I used to go through that marked PYQs कि मैं फटाफट, मैंने ऑलरेडी किए हुए हैं तो मैं फटाफट करती हूँ। आपके शायद 3 to 4 मॉड्यूल्स होंगे लेट से 1.5 आवर्स में, तो आपने 4 दिन में ऐसे ही स्प्लिट करना है कि अब रात को फिर से मेरा 1.5 आवर्स ये 4-5 मॉड्यूल्स ऑफ पीवाईक्यूज में जाएंगे। तो दिन में आपका टॉपिक कवर हो रहा है, एक कस्टम मॉड्यूल आप पर्टिकुलर उन 2 सब्जेक्ट का कर रहे हो ऑल टैग्स का, और रात में आप पीवाईक्यूज खत्म कर रहे हो। लेट्स से यू हैव केप्ट कि बीटीआर भी करना है, कीप अनदर 5th डे फॉर बीटीआर। 5th डे आपने बीटीआर किया। नाउ आई वुड बिलीव जिन लोगों ने कर लिया है वो सर्जरी का बीटीआर सच में 3 to 4 आवर्स 5 आवर्स मैक्सिमम में खत्म कर सकते हैं। इट इज डूएबल। देन आपके पास जो बाकी टाइम रह गया है, नाउ डू योर प्रीवियस ईएनटीज, वॉच इट ऑन 2x। इफ यू डोंट वांट टू वॉच इट, यू कैन जस्ट वॉच द नोट्स कि ये इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक्स थी, राइट इट ऑन योर बीटीआर नोट्स ओनली एंड जस्ट गिव इट अ क्लोजर। उसमें आपने ट्राई आज करना है कि 2.0 कर लिया या 3.0 कर लिया। जस्ट एक बार आप टेलीग्राम पे देख सकते हो कि कौन से के लिए कौन सा इंपॉर्टेंट है, और अगर आपके खत्म नहीं होते तो इट्स फाइन, इट्स ओके। मैम के ईएनडी में वो वैसे भी इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस दोबारा से कवर हो जाते हैं।
ओके।
और मैम जब उस सब्जेक्ट का दोबारा रिवीजन करेंगे सेकंड साइकिल में, तो भी सेम वे में कस्टम बनाना है?
हाँ, सो बेसिकली एक तो आपका वो सेकंड साइकिल जब रिवीजन होएगा, जो आपने 5 डेज लगाए सर्जरी को, नाउ योर एम शुड कि मुझे 3 में करना है पूरा, बिकॉज इट इज योर सेकंड रिवीजन। नेक्स्ट, अब आपने टाइम ज्यादा देना है क्वेश्चंस को, क्योंकि थ्योरी तो आप मास्टर कर चुके होगे। तो मेरी सजेशन ये, व्हाट आई यूज्ड टू डू, एक बार आपने कस्टम मॉड्यूल कर लिया, I used to get a bit bored कि मुझे अब कुछ न्यू ट्राई करना है। You can also try out the subject wise test for surgery. Now have a more holistic pattern कि मैंने अब split भी नहीं करना, मुझे पूरा subject as a tag लेना है कि let questions from bizarre topics come right at your face and then you should know how to solve them. सब्जेक्ट वाइज टेस्ट अच्छी कॉम्पाइलेशन है, वो टीचर्स ने बनाए होते हैं और वो इजी और डिफिकल्ट क्वेश्चंस दोनों के लिए होते हैं, और आपको पता चल जाएगा कि वेयर यू स्टैंड फॉर दैट पर्टिकुलर सब्जेक्ट, यू विल गेट अ रैंक इन दैट। सो आप 3 दिन में 3 SWTs कर सकते हो, बिल्कुल जो रिसेंट ईयर्स के। फिर वो एक बेटर अप्रोच इसलिए रह जाती है, अभी आपने डिवीजन कर ली, अभी आपने कहा कि मैं सिर्फ यूरो और अलग अलग करके कस्टम मॉड्यूल करूंगा। नेक्स्ट टाइम आप पूरी सर्जरी को होल सब्जेक्ट लेके वो ज्यादा, इट विल ब्रिंग एवरीथिंग टुगेदर।
ओके।
और मैम क्यू बैंक में से भी कोई सिलेक्टेड करना है कुछ, या फिर वो उसको छोड़ दे, फोमो उसको हटा दे?
यार गाइस, आई वुड सजेस्ट कि आपको क्यू बैंक अलग से स्पेसिफिकली करने की इतनी जरूरत है नहीं, बिकॉज वो कवर नहीं होता। आई मीन कुडोज टू पीपल हु कैन डू इट, बट आई फील क्या होगा कि आप अगर 80 लाइक 44 है आई थिंक क्यू बैंक के मॉड्यूल्स, आपने अगर 20 कर लिए, आपने 20 मास्टर कर लिए और बाकी 20 रह गए, तो उसका कोई फायदा नहीं है। सो आई फील माई सिंसियर रिक्वेस्ट इज डू नॉट डू द डेडिकेटेड क्यू बैंक।
मैं उसमें से जैसे कुछ ऐसे सेलेक्टेड करना हो, वो कैसे आइडिया लगेगा अगर करना है?
ओके या तो आप जैसे आप अपने जीटीज दोगे ना, आपको समझ आ जाएगा कि आपका एक रेपिटेटिव पैटर्न है। मेरा हर बार ओबीजीवाइन कैंसर से क्वेश्चन रॉन्ग होता था। सो व्हाट आई डिड, मैं पढ़ी और मैंने उनको डेडिकेटेड क्यू बैंक से कर लिया। आप अपने पैटर्न्स यू कैन फिगर इट आउट कि यार मेरी पीड्स में ये न्यूरोनोलॉजी हर बार मेरी खराब हो रही है कि मेरे से नहीं हो रहा सॉल्व, जस्ट सॉल्व न्यूरोनोलॉजी फ्रॉम क्यू बैंक।
Okay. So I was asking
Thank you, ma'am.
that someone who is starting preparation now, maybe after
Yeah.
counseling का वेट कर रहे थे, जो भी इश्यूज था, जो भी, अब अगर नीट पीजी 25 के लिए कर रहे हैं, so how should they plan?
First of all, if you have just started, not even prepared previously, I would suggest just do BTR. When I had 4 months in hand, I knew कि मुझे INICET seriously देना है। मैंने आरा तो पढ़ा, बहुत रश किया, I can tell you that. But I would say कि अब तो सिर्फ 2 months रह गए। Just follow BTR. मैम का साइकिल अभी अभी स्टार्ट होने वाला है। Just whatever ma'am teaches you, blindly follow that, because other than that you really don't know where to dodge, what to do. So ma'am को पूरा faith करो, trust रखो, watch BTR. प्लस एड पीवाईक्यूज आपको डेडिकेटेड करके जाने पड़ेंगे, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। एंड गिव अराउंड 2 to 3 जीटीज। 2 to 3 जीटीज में ना आपको आइडिया लग जाएगा कि व्हाट इज द पैटर्न। सो आपका फॉर्मूला ये है, बीटीआर अंधा फॉलो करना है, वट एवर मैम सेज। पीवाईक्यूज जितने मैरो में दिए एटलीस्ट टिल 2020 कर लो, नहीं तो आप 2017 तक पुश कर सकते हो। वन हैक दैट आई वुड टेल यू, इफ यू हैव टाइम क्रंच, आईएनआईसीटी के लिए आईएनआईसीटी पीवाईक्यूज करो, नीट के लिए नीट पीवाईक्यूज करो। डिफरेंट बॉडीज हैं, कभी भी वो नहीं होता क्लैश। सो आप इस हिसाब से अपना टाइम सेव कर सकते हो। एंड लास्ट इज 2 GTs, 2 to 3 GTs. This is the whole formula for your preparation.
Some are saying that
Ma'am,
yes,
good
yes.
evening, ma'am. My
Good
question
evening.
is, PYQs कस्टम मॉड्यूल्स में करना चाहिए या PYQ का सेपरेट मॉड्यूल भी होता है, उससे करना चाहिए, या ऑल 19 सब्जेक्ट हम इंक्लूड करें? आज हम अगर मेडिसिन कवर कर रहे हैं तो मेडिसिन का PYQs लगाएं या ऑल 19 सब्जेक्ट्स का लगाएं?
Okay, so आप क्या कर सकते हो? Firstly, do it from the dedicated PYQ column, because what happens is custom module में ना वो 50 का 100 है maximum limit. There is a tendency कि आपके 1-2 questions मिस हो जाए, no matter how hard you try. And the price of it is too much. Can even PYQ. Do it from the dedicated Q bank. Do it till 2020. और आपको ना उससे better idea होगा कि which is the recent PYQ and which is the old ones. Old ones को ना थोड़ा जाने दे सकते हो. If you do it from dedicated custom, if you do it from custom module, आपको सिर्फ ये पता चलेगा कि hashtag PYQ है. Other than that आपको पता ही नहीं चलेगा. So do it from the dedicated PYQ bank. Secondly, I would suggest whatever subject you are doing now, do PYQs of that. क्योंकि फिर से वही इशू आएगा। इफ यू डू इट फ्रॉम हियर एंड देयर ना, एट द एंड ऑफ द डे आपको समझ नहीं आएगा कि मेरा रह क्या गया, कौन से PYQs आर लेफ्ट एंड कौन से आर डन।
Thank you, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
Hello.
हेलो, गुड इवनिंग।
Hello. Ma'am, I wanted to ask the very same thing, that whether I should do it like the subject wise in all the things, that either should I do a topic wise like in Euro, you just said like in Euro, Nephro and all that things, and or either I should go for a subject wise test, like just basically completing the subject, how to complete that subject or test my knowledge.
Okay, so see, if this is your second or third revision, let's say, I mean like you're confident for the subject, ये तो मुझे आता है, then I would say just use the entire subject as a track, because you are more confident for it. Or you can visit the SWT, one and the same thing. I would say SWT has a better advantage because it focuses actually on the very important topics which are getting repeated. So SWT इसको priority दे सकते हो. But in case this is your first go, let's say you're starting off right now, you're not confident for that subject, then split it. Then you need to focus on that particular topic कि Euro strong करनी है. You need to go through around 20 to 95 questions just from Euro to make it strong. But other than that, it's totally okay. आप अगर confident हो, second, third go है, keep entire subject as a tag.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi.
Yes, Vibhu.
Ma'am, is it okay to watch BTR ENDs without solving them? Because there are a lot of like 6.0 तक BT मतलब ENDs है, तो just पहले 3-4 जस्ट देख लिए बिना सॉल्व किए तो चलेगा क्या वो?
Yeah. मैं पर्सनली आई यूज्ड टू डू दिस व्हेन आई यूज्ड टू गेट टायर्ड कि यार मुझे समझ ही नहीं आ रहा, तो मैं सिर्फ वीडियो देखती थी is to go to that video, and then what you can do is, if you have time, if you're not that much tired, आप एक सेकंड का पॉज कर लो कि okay, what I would have attempted, तो आपको आइडिया लग जाएगा. और if you're really tired at the end of the day, if you have convinced yourself कि देखनी है, तो just देखते जाओ और passively सुनते जाओ. मैम ऐसे पढ़ाती हैं कि अगर आप passive ना, it really does get into your system.
Thank you, ma'am.
Someone was saying that just now अभी counseling खत्म हुई है, so now started again a month ago. So how to go?
Okay, so considering that you're just done with the counseling, I hope that you've already gone through the subjects once because you sat for the previous meet. Then I would suggest, if you have your own notes, your handwritten notes, your highlighted RR notes, फटाफट से go through them. PYQs, I think you might have covered, but then if you have not, PYQs becomes your second priority. Go through your own notes, go through the PYQs, then again 2 to 3 GTs, whole वही जो formula I told you. But in case a new student, just blindly follow BTR. The same gist.
Ma'am, if I have done my DVT as well as BTR, then how do we combine both, ma'am? Because of FOMO, I took DVT, which will be starting on March 5th. So I haven't started yet. I should attend. So I'm thinking how to compile. I've already done my BTR and RR once, and some subjects I've started my first revision. Now DVT is coming up, so I don't know how to combine now.
Okay. So what you can do, see, first of all, it means that you have firstly covered BTR. Now BTR becomes your basic source. In your mind, be very clear कि this is my basic, this is my background resource, and on top of it, I'm building. BTR becomes your basic background source. Now you're starting off with the DVT. You study DVT. If you feel there is a particular subject which is so much better in DVT than BTR, make that your background subject. Background resource कि अब इस पे I will build. Add the extra points which were written in BTR onto the DVT. Now for this particular subject, let's say surgery, आपको लग रहा है surgery is much better given in DVT. You write down these extra points in your DVT. This becomes your primary source for that particular subject, surgery. If you feel it is a repetition of BTR, you can entirely leave that DVT. Because you might have just mastered BTR by now and you're jumping onto DVT, so you already know कि कौन सा subject is how much given in BTR and if it is better or not. So you can just juggle through it, watch the DVT. You feel, yeah, I remember feeling कि I and ENT are exactly same in both BTR and Marrow, so I ditched BTR. I watched just the RR for it. So decide like that. Thirdly, coming on to the subjects where you feel RR is better and there are certain topics, certain few things which are given extra in DVT, add that in BTR. So be very wise, be very clear in your mind that this is my main resource for that particular subject, and add those particular things in that.
Someone was asking that just doing BTR DVT would get us how many correct. I don't think someone will give this range because वो तो आपके ऊपर, it will be depend on you only. No one can give that range कि आप कितना स्कोर करोगे BTR करने के बाद.
Yeah, so I see. I think ma'am has also multiple times told that it really depends on how that person is studying that specific topic. You can see people doing BTR, just BTR and getting a top rank, and then you can also see people who are doing everything and not getting anything. Because it really depends कि आप जो कर रहे हो ना वो कितनी conviction से कर रहे हो. Do it in such a way. I remember doing it things in such a way कि if a question comes from this topic, I will not get it wrong. Just make sure कि एक बार आंखों से निकल गया ना what has just passed through my eyes, I will not get that topic wrong. This should be your aim.
Okay.
Ma'am, in place of BTR, can I do Marrow rapid revision? मतलब for primary source, for NEET PG?
Yeah, perfect. I mean, that is actually a more extensive resource, I would say. If you can do Marrow RR and ditch, and you can afford to ditch BTR. Whatever is given in BTR is covered in Marrow RR.
और मैम उसके बाद उसको कंसाइज कर सकते हैं BTR में, मतलब एक बार मैरो पढ़ने के बाद मैरो रैपिड रिवीजन.
या आई मीन आप कंसाइज कर सकते हो, बट इशू ये है कि आप जब क्लियर में ऐड करना चाहो बहुत ज्यादा चीज रहा है अदर राउंड ऐड करो.
मैम जैसे आप BTR और RR को कंपाइल करने की कह रहे थे, तो स्पेशली जैसे
हाँ।
अभी करंटली सर्जरी कर रहा था तो उसमें कई चीजें ऐसे थी कि कॉन्ट्राडिक्ट हो रही थी, जैसे फर्स्ट इन्वेस्टिगेशन या बेस्ट इन्वेस्टिगेशन ऑफ चॉइस कुछ कुछ टॉपिक्स में बीटीआर में लगती बट मैरो में सर ने अलग बताया हुआ है, तो उन केसेस में क्या करें?
See, I don't want to offend anyone, but मेरे को भी ये questions आते थे. I used to follow Marrow. Because why is that? एक तो I would say more people are following Marrow. So you have to follow your peers. And you might have seen कि ma'am also mentions it sometimes very very wisely, very.
एंड फैकल्टीज को जो अगर कहीं भी डाउट आता है, इफ देयर इज डाउट, डू फॉलो मेन टीचर उसमें. ऑब्वियसली यार, अब एक इंसान सब उतना तो नहीं एक्सपेक्टेशन कर सकते ना कि हर चीज ही कोई कुछ तो कई माइनर एरर तो आ ही सकते हैं, वो तो पॉसिबल नहीं होता ना. और मैम आल्सो सेड मल्टीपल टाइम्स दैट उसके लिए अगर कहीं भी डाउट आ रहा है सो गो विद द मेन टीचर, मेन जो भी मेन फैकल्टी बोल रहा है, ट्रस्ट देम.
Yeah.
एंड हाउ यू डील्ड अबाउट योर लो डेज? जब लो डेज होते थे तब कैसे डील करते थे? व्हाट वाज योर मोटिवेशन, लाइक हाउ यू?
ओके, सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल एक तो प्रिपेयर करो अपने लो डेज के लिए, वो आएंगे. व्हेन यू आर प्रिपेयरिंग मेकिंग योर शेड्यूल, एक आधा दिन ना एक्स्ट्रा रख लो कि बाई चांस मेरा लो डे आया, प्रिपेयर फॉर दैट. सेकेंडली, आपको आप सुबह उठे, यू आर फीलिंग शिटी अबाउट योरसेल्फ दैट आई विल नॉट गेट अ सीट, आई विल नॉट गेट अ रैंक. What your aim is कि जितना मैंने आज का सोचा था, let's say I had planned to study 10 hours, just try to complete 50%. कि मेरा लो डे था, आप दिन में स्टार्ट करो कि today tonight I will take a break. That is my incentive. But to take that break, I have to study with full conviction till 5 o'clock. मैं तो इसको एक incentivize कर लेती थी डे को कि I'm feeling very shitty about the day. I will study till 5 o'clock. Then I will go out with my friends or watch a movie or whatever it is that that entices you.
Okay.
Hi ma'am.
Ma'am,
Just one question. Could you please repeat कि कौन से subjects के लिए we can skip Marrow and do it with BTR directly?
Okay.
BTR से हो जाएगा वो, तो time consume कम होगा.
5 सब्जेक्ट बताए थे ना आपने बोले.
एक तो 5, I can also add more. Biochemistry if you do from BTR ना and do PYQs, you are sorted. I mean हर साल vitamin पे, हर साल Gaussian, हर साल same topic आना है. So Biochem just BTR. Anat physio के लिए Marrow वाला करना पड़ेगा. Second year में से forensic is the only subject where you can just do BTR. बाकी 3 actually important है. Micro, I would suggest if you have time crunch, do micro just from BTR. मैम ने सारी first aid cover कराई हुई है and that is like ठीक है. आपको अगर 15 questions आए from just BTR, you will be able to solve around 11 to 12, and I think that is a very good bet that you can place. Third year topics, combat दोनों से करनी है. IENT, choose one. You don't need to club both. Same है. Marrow RR, BTR, same है. One more tip that I would tell you, if you feel I and ENT are given too much in addition 8.0 of Marrow, just choose 6.5. It is actually more than enough that is required. अब इन्होंने थोड़ा ज़्यादा stretch कर दिया. मैंने 6.5 किया था, PYQs किए थे, and trust me, it suffices. But this is just in case you have time crunch. People who have done it from 8.0 already, please follow the more extensive part. I am giving you a hack, not the ideal thing. Final year में से 5 minor subjects.
Ma'am, how do we read patho and pharma? How many ever times I read, I feel I don't remember anything, and my GT score is always less in these two subjects.
Okay, so what you can do is, first of all, I studied pharma from GRG sir, and I think most of the people have done it from him only. Pharma के लिए ना, what you can use this approach, plan your day. I like pharma a lot, but why I liked it, because मेरे को after my day got completed, at the end of the day, keep 30 minutes to 45 minutes for pharma. Just make sure that you read 10 pages each day of that 300 pages book. So your pharma will get completed in 30 days. If you dedicate 5-6 days entirely, completely, specifically for pharma, you will get bored and nothing will get into your system. Pharma को आप ऐसे split करो. You do 10 pages every day, complete it in 30 days, restart the cycle again. By the end of April, you will have done pharma extensively 2 times, and that too without getting tired. Do pharma like that. Coming on to pathology, I had watched Preeti ma'am's notes and PTR also. So pathology का hack ये है, you need to cover a lot of MCQs for pathology, because path is like a bit of maths. You can remember the things, but then you need to know how to apply it, how to integrate it. आजकल integrated questions भी बहुत आ रहे हैं. Study, but then you can just try to squeeze into one custom module, maybe just of 25 questions for specifically pathology. Questions do help in pathology a lot.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
मैम आपने बोला फार्मा मतलब डेली रिवाइज करने के लिए। मैम एक चीज मैं पूछ रही हूँ कि क्या फार्मा कंपाइल्ड मॉड्यूल में, कंपाइल्ड मॉड्यूल जो बीटीआर का है फार्मा, तो वो जीआरजी सर के नोट से मैंने पढ़ा है, मेन नोट से ही उनका तो बट कंटेंट तो ठीक ही है, बट वही है कि मैं लिख उनको उसको कंसाइज करने के लिए लिखूं क्या कंपाइल्ड मॉड्यूल में, या फिर एक पेज बना के मोस्ट वोलेटाइल चीज लिखूं, या फिर नोट से डायरेक्ट रिवाइज करते रहूं?
Okay. Ek, I would like to tell you, there are subjects where you can highlight and concise this down. Pharma is not one of those subjects, guys. Pharma is the only subject where I'll tell you to not concise. हर बार, हर साल, new questions get asked. And that too in too much depth. So जो भी Zainab ma'am ने कराया है, in case you are just following BTR, I would really suggest just put in that extra effort and try to remember everything. I am telling you, हर बार न्यू आ जाता है यार, then you can do nothing. फार्मा का तो कोई हैक भी नहीं होता, either you know it or you don't know it. So I would say whatever BTR में है ना, जितना भी है, just try to absorb it in. Don't squeeze it. Don't lessen it.
ओके, उसमें जो कंबाइंड मॉड्यूल है इन द बीटीआर, एक बार थोड़ा बीटीआर का थोड़ा सोर्सेस का, चीजों का अंदर का जो 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 आपने करा है, एक बार बताओ ना। उसमें क्या छोटी कॉपी है, बहुत सारी चीजें हैं, कंबाइंड मॉड्यूल बहुत सारे उसमें जो हैं, कैसे उनको चीजों को क्या क्या करा था और किस किस वे में करना है, उसको एग्जाम के पास आते टाइम करना है, क्या करना?
ठीक है, सो आपने एक तो किया बीटीआर का जो मेन रिसोर्स किया, नेक्स्ट कम्स द कंपाइल्ड रिसोर्स। कंपाइल्ड मॉड्यूल को आप कैसे कर सकते हो? मैंने कंपाइल्ड मॉड्यूल्स के भी अलग से नोट्स बना लिए थे। फर्स्ट, ट्रायज थिंग्स। देयर आर सर्टेन कंपाइल्ड मॉड्यूल्स जो सिर्फ रेपिटेशन है। अगर आप देखोगे ना स्कोर्स, बेसिकली मैम ने ना स्कोर्स इधर से उधर उठा के सेम क्लब कर दिए हैं। आपके पास टाइम की शॉर्टेज है ना, डोंट रिपीट स्टफ, लेट दोस गो, कि चलो मैं स्कोर्स नहीं करती दोबारा। फॉर्मूलाज मैम ने वो ऑलरेडी फार्मा और कौन सा पीएसएम में डिस्कस किए, यू कैन लेट दोस गो। First of all, do the new things. Infections is new, histopath is new, graphs is new. See, जो न्यू चीजें हैं उनका मैंने तो अपने आईपैड पे नोट्स बना लिए थे कि इन्फेक्शंस के लिए मैम ने इतना कुछ पढ़ाया है। थिंग्स विच आर न्यू फॉर मी, आई विल मेक देम एज फ्लो चार्ट कि अच्छा टीबी की पूरी एल्गोरिदम क्या है, एचआईवी की पूरी एल्गोरिदम क्या है। टेक स्क्रीनशॉट्स, आप स्क्रीनशॉट्स लेके रख भी सकते हो, नोट्स में सेव कर सकते हो, विच एवर ऐप यू आर यूजिंग। तो आप इनके छोटे छोटे नोट्स खुद के बना सकते हो। एंड ट्राई आज थिंग्स, लेट गो ऑफ थिंग्स विच आर रेपिटेशन। अब मैम ने वो सब ऐड कर दिया, ग्रेज एनाटॉमी, रॉबिन्स। If you have already watched it or if you have to watch it, I will suggest you one thing. Whenever you're going through the video, try to prepare कि इसका छोटा concise note अभी बना लेता हूँ मैं। What you can do, you can just highlight stuff. This is new. This I have not studied anywhere. This was not in my notes. I will just highlight this. When you go to the compile module कि अब मैंने को दोबारा से grey anatomy करनी है, you will just skim through that highlighted notes. Whenever you're reading stuff, highlight things or take screenshots and make छोटे notes उधर के उधर, तभी just complete it off. You don't need to visit compile modules again. So what I used to do towards the end, in the last 15 days, 13 दिन में सिलेबस पूरा किया, लास्ट का 1 day पूरा कंपाइल्ड मॉड्यूल को दिया मैंने जो खुद के नोट्स बनाए थे। सो कंपाइल्ड मॉड्यूल्स वैसे कंप्लीट हो गए और मैंने आई लेट गो ऑफ थिंग्स व्हिच वर रेपिटेशन। स्कोर्स वाज अ रेपिटेशन, कैंसर्स इज अ रेपिटेशन। इफ यू हैव ऑलरेडी डन इट अच्छे से फ्रॉम ओबीजीवाइन, यू डोंट नीड टू विजिट इट अगेन। कंपाइल्ड मॉड्यूल ऐसे हो गया। एक मेगा नीट बीटीआर मैम विल टीच। आई वुड से मेगा नीट बीटीआर की भी बहुत सारी कंपाइलेशन होगी, मैम ने कितने सारे पढ़ाया। डोंट गो आफ्टर एवरीथिंग, यू कांट कवर एवरीथिंग। व्हाटएवर मैम विल टीच इन दिस करंट ईयर्स मेगा नीट बीटीआर, जस्ट वॉच दैट। वो आपने रात को देखना है 2x पे, रात को जब आप यू विल बी टायर्ड, यू विल बी डन, तो आपने रात को मेगा नीट बीटीआर देखना है 1.5 2x whatever you feel is comfortable. Coming on to third thing, छोटी कॉपी, do the recent most छोटी कॉपी। I would also suggest it is actually a repetition only. छोटी कॉपी भी आपका प्रायोरिटी की लिस्ट में थोड़ा सा डाउन द लेन होना चाहिए। If you are confident, if you don't have time, you can leave the छोटी कॉपी. Do not leave mega need BTR. Do not leave compile modules. That is not given in BTR main. Okay. So this will और कुछ है? Yeah, that's it. I think.
Yeah. तो I think we have covered everything. थैंक यू सो मच सर। आई थिंक जो आप लास्ट में बोले थे सेशंस का, तो जो रात वाला देखने वाला, काश ऐसा होता कि सोते टाइम लगा के सोच देख सकते थे, रात को चला जाए दिमाग में। इट विल बी इजी देन।
Yeah, sir. I mean, I can totally understand कि ये मुश्किल होता है, but अब मैं तो like सोते सोते passively, मतलब it's very boring to say this, but when I used to have my dinner कि चलो मैम का देख लेते हैं, मैम बहुत फन वे में टीच करती हैं, जोक्स भी कितने अच्छे मारती है, so you actually enjoy watching those. Just passively take it in कि ठीक है, मतलब I used to enjoy कि चलो एंड में ज़ारा देखने को मिलेगी, you can do it like that.
एंड हाउ इज द लाइफ, चलो सब तो हमने डिस्कस कर लिया, बट नाउ हाउ इज द लाइफ एज रेसिडेंसी ज्वाइन किया आपने, क्या एक्सपीरियंस है, कैसा चल रहा है? थोड़ा
Sir,
उससे मोटिवेशन आएगा क्योंकि सबका एंड पॉइंट तो वही है, दैट इज द रियल मोटिवेशन.
Sir, post NEET PG, though you will enjoy a lot. Those 3-4 months are like your golden period where you will thank God कि मैंने पढ़ाई कर ली, because you will be out of that fiasco. You just wait for those days. मतलब you will be sleeping all day, you will be enjoying, you will be not saying no to any of the parties or any excursion trips. तो आप उसके लिए aim करो. But I feel residency is a bit overhyped. मतलब आपको ऐसे लगता है कि oh my God, मेरे को ये subject यहाँ मिल जाए, which at this point of time is the need of our have that bullseye focus कि मुझे ये लेना है. But once you get into residency, it is plain basic. मतलब अभी पूरे हॉस्पिटल के सिस्टम में तुम सबसे जमीन पे आ जाते हो, तुम्हें लगता है कि ओ आई एम अ नीट पीजी स्कॉलर, आई एम अ रैंकर, और हॉस्पिटल वाले तुम्हें सबसे ज्यादा वैसे ट्रीट करते हैं लाइक यू नथिंग. बट ठीक है, इट्स अ पार्ट ऑफ द प्रोसेस है ना. मैम ऑल्सो यूज्ड टू से कि अभी आपको लग रहा है दिस इज अ वेरी बिग थिंग, बट वंस यू गेट इनटू JR-ship, you will be JR1 gets treated like nothing, like an intern only. But ठीक है, just I feel अभी आप हार्ड वर्क करो for those 3-4 months post NEET PG. It will actually make you believe कि it was worth the struggle.
Okay, sure. Thank you so much, Dr. Anisha, for joining, and I think बहुत ही डिटेल में और काफी लंबा भी चला गया सेशन. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much again. Thank you for joining. Good night.
Thank you so much, sir, and good luck everyone. I hope you do great in the exam.
Thank you so much.
Okay.